In a vast, green meadow, filled with colorful wildflowers, still holding tiny dewdrops, there lived a little rabbit named Lilo. His fur was as white as a cloud, and his eyes always sparkled with curiosity. Every morning, Lilo would run as fast as lightning, his long ears flattened by the wind, greeting the newly bloomed flowers with his nose. His eyes are closed blissfully as he greets the flower, and twisting playfully in the air, as if he's dancing with the butterflies. Lilo had 3 good friends, Pipit, Tiko, and Rani. There was Pipit the Sparrow, who had a melodious voice, Tiko the Tortoise, who walked slowly but was very wise, and Rani the Deer, who was graceful with her high leaps. They often played together. However, Lilo secretly felt envious. His mind is clearly elsewhere. When he saw Pipit flying freely in the sky, Lilo would murmur, "If only I could fly and see the world from up there." When Rani gracefully leaped over a small stream, Lilo could only watch from the bank. "My jumps are not as high as Rani's," he would complain to himself. One afternoon, while exploring the edge of the forest, Lilo's eyes caught something shimmering among the roots of a large tree. Looking up towards the source of the shimmer, carefully tiptoeing towards the light, he approached and found a pair of small shoes, made of a material that shone like 1,000 dewdrops. His innocent eyes are full of awe. "Wow, what are these shoes?" Lilo whispered. Carefully, he tried the shoes on. Magically, they fit his feet perfectly, as if they were made just for him. As soon as both shoes were on, Lilo felt a strange sensation. His feet felt incredibly light as cotton. He tried a small hop, and whoosh, his body soared high into the air, higher than Rani the Deer's leaps. He tried to run, and zip, he moved as fast as the wind, leaving a trail of dust behind, even faster than Pipit the Sparrow. He could even twirl in the air before landing smoothly. Lilo laughed with joy. "I'm amazing. I'm the greatest rabbit in the whole world," he exclaimed with pride. The next day, Lilo couldn't wait to show off his new abilities. He saw Tiko the Tortoise walking slowly towards the lake, Lilo zipping past Tiko at high speed, leaving a small puff of dust. Lilo teased as he ran circles around Tiko, again and again, until the tortoise felt dizzy. Then he met Rani, who was drinking by the riverbank. Lilo took a running start, with a triumphant grin on his face, and leaped high over Rani's head, fly above her. Rani startled, her head suddenly lifted from the water. "Look at my jump, Rani. Much better, isn't it?" he said with a laugh. She feels sad. Her eyes are filled with hurt and disappointment. Pipit the Sparrow, watching from a tree branch, called out to him, "Lilo, let's play chase." "Sorry, Pipit, I'm too fast for you now," Lilo replied arrogantly. and then dashed away, leaving Pipit behind. Pipit now looked down with deep sadness and disappointment. Tiko, Rani, and Pipit felt very sad. Their friend had changed. They decided to stay away and play without Lilo. Lilo didn't care at all. I have magical shoes. I don't need anyone, he thought to himself. Lilo confidently walking away from his sad friends. While Lilo was busy running around by himself, the magical shoes on his feet suddenly began to glow very brightly, far more powerful than before. Lilo, being unwillingly pulled and launched into the air by the glowing magical shoes. Without his control, the shoes carried him far away, leaping deep into a dark forest he had never been to before. Only glimpses of him are visible between the ancient, gnarled trees. Lilo's feet having just landed hard on a rock-strewn path. Thud! Lilo landed on a path full of sharp thorns. He wanted to stop, but the shoes kept forcing him to run. He passed through thick, sticky mud, crossed a river with a strong current. Lilo became terrified. Lilo narrowly missing a collision with a huge, gnarled tree trunk. His white fur was now dirty with mud and scratched by thorns. In this dark and lonely forest, he felt completely alone. He thought of his friends. He regretted being so arrogant. Tears began to stream down his face. "Help! Somebody, help me!" he cried out in despair. Pipit the Sparrow flying near the forest, he faintly hears a distant, desperate cry. Pipit immediately recognized his friend's voice and called Tiko and Rani to help. Tiko, Rani, and Pipit standing at the entrance of the dark forest. "I'll fly above and show you the way, Lilo," Pipit chirped from the air, pointing out the safest path. Lilo standing hesitantly at the edge of a fast-flowing wide river within the dark forest. Rani swiftly leaped to the other side and pointed out the strong stepping stones. "This way, Lilo. Step on this stone." She guided him patiently. Lilo is tentatively placing one foot onto the first stepping stone. Rani is on the opposite bank, her face soft and patient, still pointing towards the next stone. When Lilo got stuck in a thorny bush, he looking panicked and distressed. Tiko the tortoise, slowly but steadily approaching the thorny bush where Lilo is trapped. Tiko used his hard shell to hold back the thorny branches, so Lilo could pass without getting hurt. Lilo is carefully squeezing through the passage Tiko created. His eyes looks back at Tiko. Tiko's eyes filled with warmth and concern.
"Come on, Lilo, it's safe now."
Thanks to his friend's help, Lilo finally managed to get out of the dark forest. As soon as he reached the bright meadow, Lilo, sobbing uncontrollably, he cried and hugged his friends.
I'm sorry, guys. I was arrogant and bad. I was wrong."
Tiko, Rani, and Pipit showing their acceptance of Lilo's apology. Pipit, Tiko, and Rani smiled warmly. They forgave Lilo. Lilo looked at the magical shoes on his feet. then at the faces of his friends. Lilo's eyes are now wide with a profound realization. He understands the true meaning of greatness. He realized that the shoes did indeed make him great, but that greatness meant nothing without friends to share laughter with and to help each other in times of trouble. From that day on, Lilo promised never to be arrogant again. He used his speed to help Tiko carry food. Lilo is carefully pushing a small berry towards Tiko, and used his high jumps to get fruits for Rani from high branches. The four of them played together again. They are all laughing and interacting harmoniously, happier than ever before. Their faces are beaming with happiness and deep connection. Strangely, the magical shoes slowly stopped glowing. Their light dimmed, as if their task of teaching Lilo a valuable lesson was complete. Lilo wasn't sad. He is looking peaceful and truly content, no longer needing the external magic, because he knew that the real magic was in his heart.